Oftentimes, when we meet someone new, we play the game of, oh, where are you from? What do you do? Things like this. And we don't always get to know them, things about them, until later on, and you find out, oh, I had no idea that you liked that, or oh, I had no idea that you didn't, that wasn't your thing. And so, in an effort to help you get to know me better and to learn more about me, I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that I like, some of my favorite things, and some of the things that I don't care for quite as much.
Okay.
So, some of my favorite things. Let's creep forward apparently. I enjoy being active. So things, and especially if they have a competitive element to it. I think some of this comes from back in high school. I played swimming and water polo. In college, I was on the rowing team for all 4 years. So I like to do things that involve some sort of competition or athletics. Today, one of my favorite things I still like to do is swimming. So I do ocean swims, or ocean races rather, every summer. So there's the pier-to-pier from Manhattan, or from Hermosa to Manhattan, and the La Jolla Rough Water Swim down in San Diego is another one of my favorites that I usually do. I've participated and competed in triathlons. I've done century rides because I like to cycle. So I like to do things that involve some sort of competition. It just makes me push myself, and it's fun when you finally finish and compare yourself to how others did, which it's something that I enjoy. In addition to kind of goes along with swimming though, I like to go to the beach a lot. One of my favorite things to do at the beach is to surf. There's something nice about paddling out there, getting past the breakers, and then especially in the morning, and seeing the sun come up and kind of watching the world kind of come to life while you're just kind of sitting out there on the water. It's nice. So I also enjoy though doing other outdoor things like hikes. I've hiked in Yosemite, hiked in Sequoia. I've done saddleback down in Orange County. And so it's nice to kind of get out in nature, especially when we kind of live in the concrete jungle here. I'd like to do Mount Baldy, which is kind of a climb that I haven't done yet, considering for how long I've been out here. And then I'd like to do Mount Whitney, which I've heard is quite the experience, and I know it's kind of difficult because there's a lottery system, and but it'd be neat to do because it's the highest point I think in the lower 48. Another thing that I really enjoy doing is travel, and I know a lot of people say that I love to travel, but I really do. I like going new places. I like seeing new things, trying new foods, getting to experience other cultures. I didn't really get the travel bug until my MBA program when I did the travel portion of that. We went to Southeast Asia for 3 weeks and did a number of countries all down there. And after kind of going through that, because I didn't travel much when I was younger, and so kind of going through that and getting an experience that made me want to do it more. And so there's something about getting to see these places and getting to experience something that you wouldn't normally get to do, or that you maybe only see in pictures and in the books, sort of a thing. You can't really appreciate Angkor Wat until you've been there climbing up the stairs and going through the temples and seeing the jungle and how it's growing around everything. You can't appreciate how tall the Burj Khalifa is until you're standing up next to it, and it seems like it goes on forever. So I like going there and to these places and doing these sort of things. Still would like to do, as far as continents go, I still have yet to do mainland Africa. I've been to the Seychelles, which is an island off of Africa, so it doesn't really count, I feel like. So I'd like to do the main continent of Africa, and then I haven't done South America. Those are probably 2 big areas that I still would like to see more of that I've never actually touched. Finally, the other thing that I really like, or something that I enjoy, is I do like doing things with people. So whether it be traveling or doing competitions or surfing or hiking, I like doing them with someone else, whether it be for friends or family. I'm not much of I can do things on my own, but I enjoy stuff like that when I'm doing it with someone, especially some of the competitive stuff, because then it gives you someone to train with, too. It just is a better experience for me when I like doing things with people. And so a lot of times we'll plan like hikes or surf trips or things like that with a group of my friends or with my family. I find it more enjoyable. So let's get to some of the things I don't like. So first up would be, I don't like peanut butter and chocolate when they are mixed together. So, which sounds, I'm sure that's a crime, but I don't like it. So Reese's I don't like. I like chocolate a lot. I like peanut butter a lot. I still eat PBJs sometimes. I love, like I said, dark chocolate, but together I don't like it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the mix of the flavors, but it's just not something that I enjoy. I don't like it. Chocolate chip cookies with peanut butter in them, I'm not interested. It's not my thing. Another thing I don't care for is cell phone usage in certain social situations, primarily at dinner. And I don't mean necessarily even just talking on the phone. It's more of if I'm out to dinner with, say, friends or family, and they do this while I'm still talking to them. I think that's really rude and not polite, and kind of says, "Oh, you're boring me," which I might be, but just pretend. Anyway, the final thing that I don't care for is traffic here in LA. And I've been now for a couple of years since getting married. I've been commuting from Orange County, and so that's quite the experience. Commuting up the 405, it's interesting. But there's nothing that just drives you nuts. Just sitting there when you know it should take you 45 minutes and it's taking you an hour and a half. Or sitting there and people love to do the speed up and then slam on the brakes, and everyone speeds up and then slams on the brakes, right? Yeah. And it just drives you nuts, and it's soul crushing, and I don't like it. So I'm still working on how exactly. I've looked at taking trains. The Green Line for LA Metro does not hook up with. It does via bus, but you'd think that with the Orange County line, you'd think they'd make the trains in the same station, like in most big cities, where you just walk up or down, but they don't connect. So these are some of the things that I like, and some of the things that I dislike. Like I said, I like going out and being active and doing things with friends, as long as they're not on their cell phones and handing me Reese's. Hopefully you got to know me a little bit better, and it gives you a better idea of who I am and some of the things, but there's a lot more to learn, and hopefully you get to know me more.